Okay, everyone, so now we're on to the second review of the batch that I have gotten here for us. So, most of you are probably thinking, well, this is just Bulma. And yes, you are correct. This is Bulma, but it's not just Bulma. This is Bulma from, Dragon Ball. But, she happens to be the first, like, female character out of my Dragon Ball line that I have. But, the box here is, like, mostly everybody's standard, like, modern Dragon Ball figure nowadays. But, she does come with quite a bit as well. Most of these figures here I have to review today come with quite a bit. Which, I'm not sure when she released, like, I think it was a while back. This is the reissued version, so I know this one came out a while ago. But, as you can see here, she comes with quite a bit of accessories. A lot of hand stuff. She comes with a gun, so she has a gun holster option as well. Alright, so now that I have all the accessories out of here, let me stand her up and then we'll go over the accessories and stuff first before we go over the figure. Kind of a new formula I want to go with. It's just kind of reviewing the accessories first and then the figure last. I think I went with that style before of just reviewing the accessories first and then figure last, but vice versa. So, in terms of the faceplates you're getting, it's about the same amount, or it's one faceplate less than Orochimaru. You get 3 faces instead of 4, but you get a natural, like, neutral, happy face. Then you get a excited, like, yay, kind of happy, neutral face as well, but with the mouth open. Then you get her, scared expression, which these faceplates are pretty chunky, but you get her scared expression. Then you get a Dragon Ball with her, which I'm not sure what number this is. Let me see if I can find the star in here. Okay, so it's the 2-star. Whenever you get these, you have to really look because the stars are really small. But you get the 2-star Dragon Ball with her. Then you get a pointing glove hand, which I think might be her gun hand. Then you get a... Okay, no, that's the gun hand for sure, because this is way too long for it to be the gun hand, but you get a pointing hand. Then you get her little pistol. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I'm not a gun guy. I don't know much about guns. I think this is like a 911, I can't tell. Or it might be I don't know. But, anyway, she gets her hand here too that has a capsule in here, which has a 9 on there. It's pretty small, but pretty cool either way. Then you get a kind of like cupped open hand like this. Then you get, like I was saying, you get her holster piece here, so like if you're displaying her with her gun in her hand or something, you just take the figure here and you take the spot where the gun is, because as you can see here it has the gun holstered in there. You just pop it out like that, and then you just take this piece and you just throw it right on there, and then it just looks like she's unholstered her gun, but it's just a holster piece. I always keep this on because, I mean, I've only had her for a couple days here, but I'll just keep that on for most of the part, unless I use her gun. But last piece that you get, that's her gloved hands, you get a piece that holds the radar, which literally is like that. It's just a little, for most part, if you guys have, like, Gokus and stuff that have the peg piece, well, let's take this for example. Bardock. He comes with that key orb piece that you put in the hand. His hand has the hole in it, but in this case, her hand has the peg stick out of the hand, and you just take the radar and you just click it right into the peg. But there's that piece. For ungloved hands, you get a pointing hand like this, and then you get the same as one of the glove hands. You get a semi-open cupped hand. But that's like quite. She comes with that much accessories. Now, if we move her accessories off to the side here, first things first, because I had a hard time with this. So, to be careful, because this piece will be quite hard to pull off to begin with. But you have to pull her bangs off, which is at the ponytail itself. So it should look like this after you're done pulling it off. And then just to pull the face off, you just pull it off like that, and then just clicks right on like that, and then you just go like this. I had to use the instruction manual for this, but pretty simple. I thought I'd point that out because I had a hard time trying to swap her head out, or not head, but faces. I had a hard time trying to do that. So, but she looks up about this far, down about that far. Her head tilts about that far, this far. So she's got pretty good head motion. Her ponytail actually is on a pivot, so you can pivot the head, or, well, why would I say pivot, but it's a ball joint. But you can pivot the ponytail if you want. It does move somewhat sideways. I don't want to move it completely, but it does move that much. Partially because I don't want to move that so much, because it does feel like if you go a little too far, it does feel like it's getting tighter and ready to break. But onto her arms. Her arms kind of move up like this. That's about as far as you're going to get her arms to go up. You can't go straight up. You can come about this far this way. But her sleeves are really it kind of hinders her sleeve, or like the sleeves. The sleeves hinder how far you can move the arm. In my case here. But you can move the arm about that much. You can see the articulation, like right here, the joint piece. It sticks quite a bit up. But if you're looking at her, you're not going to really notice it too much to be like, wow, her joints are like bubbled. Like, just because I know it's there, I can see it. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to notice that. Like I said, her arms can bend up to there. I don't think this classifies as double jointed, but I know it's a joint here. Because if it's double jointed, I think it goes all the way. It might be. But she has like basically standard articulation. She just, I don't think, has like double jointed in the elbow here. I think it's only a single joint. Her hands are like every figure out of SH Figuarts. Her leg can move up about, I'd say about there. Not so much, because this is it's a rubber plastic, but it is a pretty, I guess, tightly modeled plastic. She kicks up about that far, but she does a pretty good kick though. As you can see right here, this figure, most people are gonna say, well, where's her toe articulation? Because I don't see the seam line for the toe articulation. If you haven't seen a review on her, she does not have toe articulation. She can move her foot about that far down though, but she does not have toe articulation. Her feet, yeah, no, you're not gonna get those to be able to move like that. The back of her, this is kind of what she looks like in the back. And then in the front, she can move about that far up. Don't try to move her up any further than that, because if you do, right where the belt is here, her midsection here, and her crotch area will split apart. It's not hard to put them back together, just it'll happen and probably freak you out, like, oh, did I just break it? Like, I'll show you, for example. So as you can see here, she's on a ball joint with a special end here. So the special end here just goes like this. You just take the belt and the skirt piece and you just line it up and then you're good to go. So that's just something to look out for, is don't try to bend her all the way back, or else it's really, like, you're really not going to get her to move, like, really super far back. I mean, humans don't necessarily bend super far back, but that's just something I wanted to throw out. But, for the most part, she's a pretty interesting figure. I wanted a female character for my Dragon Ball characters and stuff, like all the ones that I have. And I happened to see they made her, so I was like, because I kind of like this design. I will say I do like the Wild Ranger, I think it is, the Wild Ranger outfit more, where she has like that arm piece on the side here, and then like all the armor and stuff. Basically, I like that one more. But this is my second favorite version of Bulma, partially because I mean, it's the first version that we've ever seen of Bulma, but I don't know. I like the outfit to a point, but not, I'm not too crazy about it. But the figure itself is pretty interesting. Like, this was quite intriguing on how to pull her faces off and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But for the most part, she's pretty cool, honestly. And I like how all the accessories she comes with too. It's pretty unique for what she comes with, especially for her being a Dragon Ball figure. Like, this isn't Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball GT or Super. This is just straight up Dragon Ball. So there's not much you can do in terms of accessories here, but I do like the figure. I really do. But if I had to rate her, give her like a rating, I'd give her an 8, just because she's pretty cool. Comes with quite a bit, but if you guys like Bulma, you'll definitely like this one. And I just think she's quite fun to play around with. Like, just, I guess, posing. Like, especially with the faces, if you have other figures from like Goku and stuff, it would be really fun to pose around, especially if you have adult Goku and just pairing this face up, because then it looks like she's like, huh, how did you get so tall all of a sudden? But like I said, if you're a Bulma fan, you'll definitely like this figure. But see you in the next review.